Hey guys and girls, welcome to my channel and welcome to Lumber Tycoon 2. We have exciting news today. Believe it or not, we have an update to the game. Defaulty was nice enough to put some stuff in the changelog, and I'm going to go over that stuff with you now, and hopefully the video will be relatively quick. And if you're wondering why I'm taking a quick drive with this truck, I'm heading over to Fancy Furnishings to get a glass door, because there's something I want to show you guys later, hopefully. I'm going to test it. It should work. It's a door, but we'll see. Let's get this bridge down. In the meantime, we're going to start with the changelog. As you can see here, anti-teleporting. However he did it, he prevented people from taking advantage of being able to teleport in the game. And let's see, oh, that's not all the way down. He fixed the issue with people and the truck becoming welded to each other. That's the words he used. Basically what that means is you can't spawn onto a trailer and start jumping across the water to get pine wood and palm wood. I'm going to go get a couple of these doors while I'm here. So that, he says, is fixed. The refrigerator and stove, since I'm over here, you can open both doors. You can always open both doors here. But when you buy them and put them on your base, you can open both of these doors. You can open the oven door. That's been fixed. And he added a few game passes, which I'm going to get into in a minute. And he added some new doors, which I'm going to get into in a minute. So, as you may know right now, before this update, the only two good doors in the game was this glass door, which I'm going to buy a couple of. And you'll see why in a few minutes. And the other one was the basic door. Now, the basic door has been the only blueprint-based door in the game forever. But it had its own category. It had its own category of doors. If you look at the blueprint, and I'm going to show you this later. I don't want to show you the blueprints yet either. For the simple reason, if I show you the blueprints, you're going to ask me, hey, why are they in yellow and not blue like they have been? And I'll show you that in a minute and why, but we'll get into that. Alright, 2 doors should be enough to do what I need to do. I'm going to put this in here. And we'll get ourselves back over to our base. Without crashing into too many trees, I hope. Like I said, there was a whole section on doors, and the only thing in there was the basic door. It made no sense that you would make a whole, complete separate section for one door, which tells me from the get-go he had planned on putting more than one type of door in here, and he just never got to it till yesterday. Since we're here, I'll show you that, and I'll buy them too because I need them. This is the door everybody's used to. This is the basic door. Everybody's seen this door. People build door bridges out of it. This is a half door, which means exactly what it says it is. It's a regular sized door, except half the height. And yes, I'm gonna buy it. Thank you. And just so you see the description on it, let me go back over there, and we'll wait a second for it to respawn. In the meantime, I'm gonna buy the fat door. But before I buy the fat door, I'll give you the description because I thought it was interesting. E. For getting in and getting out, if you need some more width. So, and then a smiley face. So, which means the faulty has got a little bit of a sense of humor there. E, and we're going to buy this one and put it in our inventory. Thank you. And let's go check out the description of the other door because it should be spawned back in by now. Here's the half height door. E, for half getting in and half getting out. I don't know what that door is going to be used for, but it's there. Alright, let's take a drive back to my base. We'll go over these doors, what they do, and hook around this tree without going too far out of my way. Thank you. By the way, if you're wondering, this isn't the starter vehicle. This is the utility truck, the one that you get across the river in whatever the name of that store is, I forget. Boxed Cars, that's it. I think. So we're going to take this up over here, and the reason I'm going up here is it'll be evident in a minute. We're going to go through the process of starting to build another bridge here. And we'll take this, if I stop driving the car. Rotate, turn, rotate, turn. It's upside down. Turn, turn. There we go. I'm going to stick this one right here. We'll go get the other one, stick it right next to it. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to put it next to it yet. And you'll see why in a second. Alright, back to the doors. Let me... I need a piece of wood. Let me get down here. Alright, we got some wood here, so we'll work with this stuff. I thought I moved this stuff out of here. Special thanks to Alex, by the way, for donating the pink truck and the Santa sleigh gifts. I really appreciate it. So I just want to give a shout out to him to say thank you very much for the donation. Alex, if you actually watch this, it is really appreciated. Okay, now let's see. Now notice this is blue. As soon as I go to it, it turns yellow. Basically what that means is if it's yellow, you have the power. If it stays blue, you don't. There's a reason this was done, and it has to do with the game passes, which I'm going to touch base on in a few seconds. But first I want to go through the doors. So here are the three doors. The basic door, been around since day one. Half door, flat, and the fat door. So let's drop down one of each. Let's get them standing in the proper fashion here. Come on. So we'll put one here. V. And we'll do a half door. We'll put that here. And we'll put the fat door down here. And I think the fat door is going to, in the future, is going to be the way to go to build door bridges. That's why I got the glass doors, by the way. And I'll move these up here. Let's fill these in. Let's get out of here. And there's your three different doors. This is your standard width. This is 4 units wide, 8 units high. This is 4 units high, 4 units wide. And this one is 8 by 8. And it's a huge door. So let's make a couple of those fat doors, because I want to start a door bridge up there. and see how this works. I don't know if they're going to work like the regular doors do. That should be enough to get started for now. And I just might be doing this just for the sake of me testing it out and seeing how it works. 85% he figures. Alright, I'm going to have to go get another piece of wood. Which I just run over here real quick. One of these should be good. That should be big enough. Boom. Okay. E. Move. I'm curious how well it's going to be to build with these doors. Come on. There we go. Come on. That's two. We'll get a couple more up there. Because I think this is actually going to be beneficial for the cars to drive on. For the simple reason that if you build them with the doorknobs to the outside, you could probably, that's a good spot, you could probably only go 4 wide instead of 5 or 6 wide and not have to worry about driving over doorknobs. And if you see me play this game and drive over doorknobs, it's not the most pleasant ride. Alright, that takes care of that. I'm going to go back up to the fast way. And that's going to be by that ladder right there. Alright, now since the doors are the same width as these, we only need one door. So with that in mind, I only need one of these. And we can put it straight down here, E, B, and now we'll open this door. Doesn't really matter at this point which way you open the door, that door. E, move, and we're going to put this in. Hopefully we're going to put this in right there, E. So there we go. Let's fold this up. E, close the door. E, move, B. And let's see if this works. And it does. Nice. So let's see if we can get a couple of these in a row. Actually, you know what? Let's do it this way. E, move, B. That gets that door down. Let's open this door. I'm only going to do 2 or 3 just to see how it goes, because I really don't want to have to build a ladder to make another one of these right this second. This is a little bit slightly different dynamic than the other door because of the length. Come on. That should be good. Should be able to reach that knob, I would think. No, I can't. Oh, you kidding me. Good thing I got a couple ladders here, huh? Probably only need one to get that few extra inches. Open. Alright, we'll get one more door, just see how this works. E, move. I'm going to have to turn these around, I just realized it. If I'm going to do this for real. And maybe I will, and maybe I'll do a video on it in a few days or a week or something. E. Okay, that's 3 doors in place. Let's get this out of the way. Put this back over here. Let's close you. Wow, it's really smacks you, huh? Close you. And E. No, come on. E. Move. B. And if any of you have wondered what I'm doing with this E move B, basically what that does is it before I do that, all the doors can be moved independently. But when I do that, it binds the top of one door to the bottom of the other, and then so on down the line, and builds a chain of bonded doors so they act like one unit. And the end result is, see, like here, this is not bonded, so if I do this, it will open and close till my heart's content and never drop the bridge. But if I do an E, a move, and a B and put it back, it binds it to the wooden doors and makes it one complete unit. So then when you hit that, everything folds down like that. If that's what you're wondering, just in case you were wondering. And as you can see, we can build a door bridge with these double wide doors. I'm sure you can do it with the short ones, but really, you're gonna build on it? If you got the time to build with the short door, you got too much time on your hands. I'm not kidding, because it would take. This is 3 doors. This will be 6 doors with the other doors. Actually, it'll be 12 doors because it will be 6 doors up and 2 doors wide. 6 times 2 is 12. For any of you who need help in higher mathematics. But yeah, I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to turn them around so the doorknobs are on the outside. Try and go 2 sets of doors wide, 4 doors, and see if I can build another bridge over there without any doorknobs in the way. Because normally I drive the cars with the wheels going here where this arrow is, and the other wheel going up where this arrow is. So you got to straddle a bunch of doorknob handles, and it causes a bumpy ride if you get on it. But yeah, that's what that's going to do. Okay, now let me show you. Let me get this back down to stairs. I want to show you the game passes that were added to the game, how to get them, how much they are, and in my honest opinion, are they worth it? The answer on that question is it depends. How badly do you want them? And if you're a player with very little money, it may be worth it. But if you got any kind of money value at all, yes, this is my YouTube Hall of Fame. If you want to watch this, I have a video on it. Actually, I probably have a couple on it. So let's flip the switch here. I'm gonna just hang out over here by my sign, and this is where we're gonna. Yes, my sign that says nothing, unless you look through the cracks. See? Sold to Vinny 527. So my sign with invisible text. I'm gonna hang out right here, and we're gonna flip the switch over to my web browser. So bear with me a second while I flip that over. Okay, now we're looking at my my web browser here, and you can see the screens for defaulting at the game. To get the game passes, you just go to the store. Once you go to the main screen here, before you go into the game, before you look for a server, go to the store. And here are the 3 passes. The first pass is Super Blueprints, which is the equivalent of spending $10,009,000 and getting the power. That's why my blueprints turned yellow, because I basically got this pass by earning $10 million and buying the power in the game. If you click on it, it comes and brings you to a description. Um, Tired of all the effort of building, Super Blueprints will let you fill any blueprint instantly with only one tiny unit of wood. That is the power to build with ease, by definition, by the strange man in the cave. So this is your way of buying the power with ease with Robux instead of in-game money. So now if we go back to the next one, go back to the store. Super Bridge. This one's relatively cheap, 220 Robux. The other one was 720, because that costs a lot more money and it makes the game a lot easier to build, obviously. This is just getting over the bridge. What this does, it will bring down the bridge for free, and it will double the amount of time that the bridge is down. The bridge only costs $100 to drop in the first place. Then you get 3 minutes, and if the timer runs out, you go and you spend another $100 and you drop the bridge again. If you're a player that has a lot of Robux, like if you look at me here, I got 1,400 Robux, and you don't have a lot of in-game money, this might be a good purchase, at least at the beginning. So this way you can cross the bridge, not have to worry about having enough money to get back. Especially if you just started the game and you only got like $300, $400, $500. This might be a worthwhile purchase in that regard. But once you have some money, it's not really worth it in my opinion. But it's good for the starting player who wants to get a little bit of a head start. And the third one is Super Hoover. He forgot the R. But basically, this is a free pass to use the ferry to get over to Lincoln's place. Jeez, I can't think of the name of it now. You know what I'm talking about. The store over there, the maze, the art store. There's a few things over there, but dead honestly, people don't go over there that much. It costs $400 to take the boat back. No matter what, you're going to have to wait like 15 minutes for the boat to come back to pick you up. And it's for another $400 in-game money to come back. So it'll cost you $800 for in-game money to go back and forth. This will save you that $800. Again, if you're a reasonably new player, you don't have, especially if you don't have that kind of money, because you're talking around trips, $800 plus whatever you buy could be over $1,000, no problem. If you only got like $5,000 in your game and you want to save money, this might be a good pass to buy for the beginner anyway. Again, once you get a couple of 100,000 or $1 million in-game money, these passes are not worth purchasing. So I personally will not buy them, but like I said, for the beginner, they're good. They could be a good thing to use, but for the most part, I wouldn't recommend them, especially if you got any money. All right, so let's go flip back to the game. All right, now we're back to the game, and we're gonna close it out right here. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed me touching base with the updates, and I don't like the fact that this isn't showing me. So let's move it so you can read my name. And let's put this down over here for now. Okay. There you go. Whoops. There we go. Okay, guys and girls, thanks again for watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. Last I checked, I was at 86 subscribers. For those of you who recently subscribed, I want to say thank you. I read all my comments. I don't want you to think for 1 minute your comment falls on deaf ears. I read your comments all the time. I may not respond to them. I may or may not acknowledge them, but I do read every single comment I get. And at least, and I will continue to do that unless I get to the point where I'm as huge as Code Primate, in which case I'm still going to try and be diligent enough to do that. So I will always read your comments. If your comment asks me a question, I will respond to it. It may not be very prompt, it may be a day or two, but I will respond to your comments if you ask me a question. Like I said, I really do appreciate you guys coming, hanging out, and watching me. So with that in mind, if you haven't seen any of my videos before, a lot of my stuff is Lumber Tycoon 2. I've also covered a few other games like Bubblegum Simulator. I've covered Test 2 once or twice, which is Defaultio's, I almost want to say successor to this game, but it's not quite the same. Then a few other games I covered. Ninja Warrior, I think. But yeah, mostly I'm concentrating on Roblox games. I may shift gears and start covering some Steam games that are out there that are free. I'm debating whether or not I want to put some Subnautica stuff up here. I don't know yet. But for the time being, I concentrate mostly on Lumber Tycoon 2, but I will do other stuff. So with that in mind, guys, do me a favor. Feel free to comment and say, hey, can you look at this game? Hey, can you look at that game? Oh, can you do something, cover this game? Do you know anything about that game? I would love to investigate other games that you guys want me to take a look at. Get my take on it. I'd really appreciate it if you guys have any ideas. If you have any suggestions on videos for this or this game, like, hey, Vinny, do a video on going through the maze or whatever. Throw it out there. I can't guarantee I'm going to do it, but throw it out there. I usually at least will acknowledge your suggestion and say yes or no or something like that. So you will get a response from me if you throw out a suggestion that I think is a valid one, let's put it that way, or if I have a valid reason to say no or something like that. But I will acknowledge you, and I will try to do whatever you guys suggest. So like I said, suggest other games, give me suggestions on things to do in this game. Like I said, I'm going to try and do some other stuff too, but I don't know how far I'm going to get with that, to be honest, right now, but we'll see. Anyway, I am sitting here rambling along, and if you guys are still here with me and listening to me ramble, again, I really do appreciate it. Do me a favor, if you guys are still here, like, subscribe, comment, set your alerts if you want to know when I release stuff. I try to put something out at least once a week. Occasionally, I'll do something 2 or 3 times a week, depending on what's available, any, I'll say, quote-unquote, brilliant ideas I have. I try, so I will occasionally put out a slew of videos and then maybe cool off for a week. So unfortunately, I don't have a set pattern yet. But I will, don't worry, I will always put something out every once in a while. I try to do something at least once a week, hopefully 2 or 3 times a week, but we'll see. And I'm rambling again, and I apologize, but I got a motormouth this morning. This evening. It's 10:46 p.m. I don't know why I said this morning, because I'm getting tired and slap happy, I think. Anyway, guys, like I said, like, subscribe, comment, set your alerts, and like I said, let me know if there's anything out there that you want me to cover. Any ideas in Lumber Tycoon 2 you want me to do? Any ideas for other games you want me to look at? Any comments will be appreciated. Like I said, don't think you for 1 second you're talking to a deaf ear, because I will read everything and respond to anything that I deem necessary to respond to. So, like I said, you ask me a question, that means I should respond because you asked me a question. You asked me a question, that means you're looking for an answer. So I will respond. So on that note, guys, everybody out there, like I said, like, subscribe, comment, set your alerts, and all that other good stuff. Everybody out there, have a great evening, and I will talk to everybody again soon. Goodbye.